Oh my god, yes! Oh, this... I don't think you understand. This has the potential to be a once-in-a-generation television series. Right here, okay? And that's coming from me. I've developed a rather honed sense of cynicism over the years, as have we all, but Genndy Tartakovsky, I think, doing a Conan animated series. The potential of this is virtually immeasurable, and in case you don't understand why I'm so excited, particularly considering it's an Amazon cartoon series for Cartoon Network, allow me to lay it out for you here. So, Genndy Tartakovsky is the perfect man to do Conan, and picking up the perfect story with which to do Conan, and one pitched in 2008 as well. So, Genndy is the man behind the Clone Wars series. Not that one, although I will defend that one quite a bit too, as genuinely I thought that was some seriously good Star Wars. Well, you know, up until certain moments anyways. No, he was the man behind that Clone Wars series, and if you haven't seen the Clone Wars cartoons, you owe it to yourself. It is leaps and bounds better than the 3D series, and I even thought that one was pretty good, but it handles the characters in such a much better way. It is like General Grievous, oh my heavens, he is incomparable in the cartoon series, and there's a rumor going around as well that George Lucas actually wanted to hand Star Wars in total over to Tartakovsky, and oh boy, I can tell you this, Star Wars would be in a very different position today had that happened. Oh my god, it would, night and day, undoubtedly. As more recently, he also did Primal, critically acclaimed animation series, particularly for its ability to tell a story with virtually no dialogue whatsoever, and even more importantly, this is already a Conan TV series right here. Primal is unquestionably already Conan, as it masters one of the most important things in a good Conan stories, mystery. As in Primal, you often land in situations where you don't really know what's going on. It's something magical, something weird, some creature in the dark, some tribe of barbarians that are doing something for some reason, and you piece together what they're doing and why through the story in a way that is both organic, makes sense, and still manages to retain the mystery of the world. This is crucial to good Conan, and Tartakovsky masters that in a way that I've barely seen anyone else do. And perhaps most importantly and famously of all, he's the man behind Samurai Jack. The man's bona fides are absolutely beyond all reproach, okay? He is the perfect man, and they are adopting the perfect story. The Queen of the Black Coast. In my opinion, no doubt, the most important Conan story in total. Absolutely, completely. My second favorite behind King Conan, because I've got a real weak spot for Old Man Conan, but it is a fantastic story that does everything you need a good Conan story to do. Massive character development, fantastic action, great combat, fantastic intrigue, and an ending that, if carried out correctly and with a certain delicate touch, and again, I trust Tartakovsky explicitly to do it, implicitly, could be not even genre defining, but entertainment defining, okay? And I know I'm slathering on thick here, but I don't remember the last time I was this excited for a piece of entertainment. I genuinely don't. I do not, as it really is the perfect man, the perfect setting, the perfect story, the perfect character, everything combined. Now, I do have 3 reservations, right? Firstly, Amazon. Amazon has a mixed track record, to put it mildly. They're not Netflix, which is nice, that's good, but they've certainly dropped the ball on quite a few occasions, particularly when it comes to geekdom properties, and this is most assuredly one of those. Furthermore, Amazon does also have a whole host of DEI initiatives even required by their contracts with their producers, which, in a Conan story set around the Black Coast, probably really shouldn't be a problem, but we saw what they did to Rings of Power. I would not put it past them to absolutely strangle the life out of yet another property, and the worst part is, oh heavens, if they manage to fuck this up, we're not seeing Conan again for another 30, 40 years, if we're lucky. As much as this has the opportunity to be one of the best pieces of entertainment ever made, it's also got every chance to bury Conan until I'm 80 years old. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, the reality of that kind of just set in there for a moment. To Cartoon Network. Now, this isn't necessarily that big of a deal, as there have certainly been an ample number of very dark Cartoon Network shows in the past, but a Conan show, it really should be a bit more on the brutal and bloody side. It really, really should, and I mean, you can easily cheat a little bit, you know, it's not a big deal. They can make it brutal without needing to pull out all of the gore, etc. And maybe Cartoon Network's guidelines have gotten a lot more lax after they've been, well, dragged through the dirt for a few decades and been almost, you know, insolvent a couple times over. But there is absolutely an implicit understood degree of necessary brutality in a fucking Conan piece of entertainment. So, we'll see about that. And thirdly, this was pitched in 2008. So, 2008 was kind of the proto-period for progressive incubation before anything particularly nasty had happened. So, I'm not worried about it from a progressivist standpoint. I'm worried about it from a why did it take 20 years to adopt this standpoint? What's changed in the last 20 years, and what kind of compromises must Genndy have made to get this greenlit now? Or, and okay, this is the optimistic interpretation, right? I have long been saying that we are obviously winning this little cultural conflict of ours, and the entertainment companies are taking notice. Amazon, in particular, after the flop of the Rings of Power, I know for a fact they were buried in angry phone calls and emails from investors asking, how the fuck did you mess up the Lord of the Rings? This should be illegal. And it very much so should. As these companies might then think to themselves, okay, well, what we're doing is not working. That is self-evident. We clearly need to go back to previous old schools of entertainment which were working, and this, written in 2008, assuming no compromises were made, could be everything we've ever asked for. It genuinely could. So, assuming no compromises were made, assuming this is just like the original series that he had in mind back then, oh boy. But as ever, I'm worried about the Amazon angle. Very, very worried about the Amazon angle of this, as that, oh hell of a... So, those are my three primary concerns about this, but in general, I don't know how to explain this any better than this has every ingredient required to be the best thing we've seen. Not even in recent years, okay? This has the potential to be the best thing we have ever seen, alright? I am fully expecting this to take the top throne of some of the best entertainment I've ever seen, and I hope it does, because man, do we need it, and Conan so goddamn desperately deserves a return to mainstream prominence. Like, this man used to be the Superman of my younger days, okay? He used to be everywhere, incredibly famous, poster figure, and reading my first Conan comic, this is still gonna sound awfully cringe, but it was like my first dark fantasy thing, you know? The first step into adult fantasy, beyond all of the comic books and other nonsense. So I have a very personal connection to Conan, the character, and this story in particular, as, again, I cannot stress enough how, if done correctly, this could be the perfect season. The perfect beginning, the perfect build-up, the perfect middle, the perfect character development, and the perfect ending. So, Godspeed, Genndy Tartakovsky, I think. A lot of pressure is riding on you, but if you pull this off, sir, you will be immortal. You let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and if anybody else is as unreasonably excited as I am. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.